that when I started Google, but at the time we were really scared, like, oh, we're not going to get our degrees, we're going to start this company, it'll be kind of lame. And, our parents were all upset, and, there are all sorts of issues. And so one of the things that I'd been through as a student was some leadership training. And one of the things they taught us was to not be afraid of failure. And instead to have the goal to fail a lot quickly, and then eventually you'll succeed. And I sort of took this to heart, and they also had a slogan called Healthy Disregard for the Impossible. And they actually made you write down sort of the things you would do that were kind of impossible, but you thought you might really accomplish. And that's really stuck with me in everything that I've tried to do. And I think, it was very, very close that we wouldn't have started the company. And I think there are many of you out there in sort of similar situations. Do you want to take a little bit more risk? Do you want to try something out? And, even if you don't succeed, we actually tried many things that didn't work. Google happened to work pretty well. But there are many things that we did that didn't, but we don't worry about those, right? Because we tried many things.
I want to talk about dreams for a second. And in my case, literally a dream. When I was in college, I was sure that I'd been admitted by a clerical error, probably a computer error. And because of that, I had an irrational fear I'd be sent home on the bus. And Sergey's here knows this is true. But it turns out, because of that anxiety, I woke up literally with a dream. And it was kind of a strange dream. It went like, I think I could download the entire web onto some old computers that were lying around. And I told my advisor that. And he just sort of laughed at me. And of course, it took him a year or two.
We were also very lucky to be able to allocate some of our equity before we went public to sort of philanthropic means, and we're calling that Google.org. And we're lucky enough to have, I guess, about $700 million in that, and also employee time and other resources. And one of the things we're really looking to do is to apply the same kind of innovation and leverage with that money. So not to do what typical nonprofits have done, but to say, can we do some social entrepreneurship things? Can we establish businesses in places where they don't exist, and really do innovative things there? So I'm very excited about that. Or maybe, more accurately, it's a story about finding a path to make those dreams real. You know what it's like to wake up in the middle of the night with a vivid dream? And you know how if you don't have a pencil and pad by the bed, it will be completely gone by the next morning. I had one of those dreams when I was 23. When I suddenly woke up, I was thinking, what if we could download the whole web and just keep the links? And I grabbed a pen and started writing. Sometimes it's important to wake up and stop dreaming. I spent the middle of that night scribbling out the details and convincing myself it would work. Soon after, I told my advisor, Terry Winograd, it would take a couple of weeks for me to download the web. He nodded knowingly, fully aware it would take much longer, but wise enough not to tell me. Amazingly, at that time, I had no thought of building a search engine. The idea wasn't even on the radar. But much later, we happened upon a better way of ranking, and we made a really great search engine, and Google was born. When a really great dream shows up, grab it,